So if you've got two dogs, this is a common thing that I've run into over the years of training dogs, owning two dogs and dogs fighting over affection. So when you've got two dogs, there's a couple of key rules. Millie, as I'm giving Millie affection, Toothless cannot cut Millie off. So there, she just cut her off. Millie, good boy, sit. Good, so I'm giving Millie affection. She needs to create space. Oi, Millie, come. Sit. Good. Now Millie can have affection. Toothless is given a couple of meters. She's coming back in again. This is okay. That's fine. But I don't want her trying to cut in front or push into Millie or try to get between the two of us, because that can potentially create a fight. These two dogs don't fight themselves. However, we've just had a couple of dogs that have come to us for training that have been fighting over something like this, and it can go wrong pretty quickly. So making sure you have the relationship right with each individual dog, you can actually control them before you actually try to give affection, is very important, especially in a two-dog household. Millie, sit. Good. Once again, Millie can't break command until I release him. And just because I've delivered affection doesn't mean you can break command and go off to what you were doing. Down. I'm even going to tell him to lie down. Down. Just to get him into a slightly calmer state. Down. Good boy. Down. So the dog's brain will follow the body. So if I can get him into a, Millie, come, into a down position, his brain's going to follow his body because his body's in a lower position, so his brain will calm down as well. Millie, come. Millie, come. Good boy. Sit. Good. Down. It's very important once you start something with the dog is you sit, you follow through. So I'm not going to let him get away with this just because he's pushing my boundaries and pushing back. It's not a bad thing. It just means I've got to continue until I get what I want. Otherwise he'll learn he can walk away from me and roam whenever he wants and make that decision, whereas at the moment I don't want him to be able to do that. Toothless, come. Millie, come. Sit. Millie, come. Good boy. Millie, come. Sit. Good. Down. Down. So you can see he's trying to push into my space. So I'm going to push him out of my space because the space is quite sacred to a dog, and you're pretty much how the dog acts in your space pretty much tells me exactly what your relationship is with that animal. So here he's trying to push my boundaries again, so he's coming into my space. Me as a leader, I'm saying, look, you can't do that. You can't invade my space until I ask. So I push him out of my space and I tell him to lie down here. Down. Millie, down. Good. Down. Good. 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 Breathe. Now we can go. So this little exercise you can do in the house as well. You can just make sure they go into a down position, put them in a down position, give them affection, but they have to remain in that spot. Look out for them invading your space and their energy escalating. Those are probably a few key points you can work on in the living environment.